Welcome, my name is Jason Yeager. I'm part of the talent acquisition team at Ondo Finance, and this video is Ondo Finance in a nutshell, basically covering everything you will want to know about what we're doing at Ondo. I'll start with touching on the idea behind Ondo Finance and then provide a short overview of our product and the success we've seen with it so far. And then I'll end by talking a bit about what our company is doing next and where we're heading. Ondo is a very young company that started actually about a year ago with Nate, the founder and CEO, who at the time was working on the digital asset team at Goldman Sachs. He came up with the idea by looking at two key market trends that were happening at that time. First off, institutional investors were increasingly trying to find ways to tap into DeFi yields, but experienced many challenges in doing so. We realized that the main challenges they experienced, beyond issues with custody or compliance challenges, had to do with the risks that they were facing as a result of being in the DeFi space, specifically DeFi native risks that were associated with the products that they were using. These included risks such as impermanent loss that investors were just not used to facing. Secondly, a lot of crypto native groups, anything from DAOs to other token issuers, were looking for help with investment-like banking services. But they generally felt that institutional investors, even those with crypto teams like Goldman Sachs, just weren't the right fit for them, given that they were very manual, high touch, and had little transparency. So the idea behind Ondo was to effectively rethink what an investment bank could look like if we built it from the ground up, using smart contracts in a DeFi native way, and to create something that would be decentralized, permissionless, and trustless. All with the goal of servicing those two different stakeholders, such as DAOs and institutional investors, and of course, other retail investors too. Investment banks have a dozen of different offerings. The one we've started with offering is a structured product, specifically one that's built on top of decentralized exchanges like Uniswap. So if you're an investor providing liquidity on top of a decentralized exchange, you'd be putting down two different assets at a time, you'd be earning trading fees and rewards, and exposed to impermanent loss. Essentially, in a single position, you'd be exposed to a lot of different things, and this is generally not a good fit for investors. So at Ondo, what we do with a structured product is decompose a position like that and rebundle them into what we call investment tranches with different levels of risk. This means that as an investor, depending on your risk profile, you can pick and choose which tranches fit your portfolio best. We launched a beta version of this product in August 2021. It was a guarded launch, and most of our vaults sold out, and we saw over $70 million in user deposits within the first month. We then launched the full version in December and are now working on expanding those offerings. We're growing our team to help us build out all the new features we have in mind. Our company was initially 7 people back in November and 18 as of now, April this month. 75% of that being engineering, so very much an engineering-focused culture. We're looking to get help from across the stack, from front-end to back-end and API layers, all the way to smart contracts, now in Solidity and eventually going to be in other languages like Rust for Solana. We're also hiring for other areas like data, infrastructure, DevOps, Q&A, and so on. Effectively, any engineering role we can hire for, we're hiring for. Our roles are pretty fluid internally, and we have specialists who are focusing on a very specific stack, or also generalists who are touching on 2 or 3 more areas. Depending on your level of seniority and experience, you can expect to have a mix of IC and EM responsibilities as an option too. We compensate very competitively too. We have a mix of base, tokens plus equity that we provide, and we recently closed a Series A, now with a total of $24 million raised from a mix of traditional VCs like Founders Fund to crypto VCs like Pantera Capital, and also strategic crypto institutions like Coinbase and DCG, as well as many angel investors like Naval Ravikant. If you resonate with what we're building, we'd love to hear from you and explore the possibility of having you join Ondo Finance. Feel free to reach out to me or really anyone else on our team for that matter. We look forward to hearing from you, and I'm very excited to get the chance to meet you soon.